gone to the gym feeling emotionally heavy and left feeling lighter? Or maybe the opposite has happened. Maybe you finished a workout and still felt stuck. And there's a reason for that, and it's more than just endorphin, which is something we're going to get into today. Hi, I'm Amber Stewart, stress alchemist, body goals builder, and the founder of the Stew Project, where I help busy professionals maximize their living potential by simply taking an emphasis on wellness. If you've ever used workouts to cope with the emotional stresses of life, but find that certain triggers, stress patterns, or emotional fatigue keep coming back, this episode is going to hit home because today we are talking about emotions in motion and why you're fit but still feel unfulfilled. I'm sure I've told you this in previous videos before, but I just want to reiterate that your body is more than just a machine for reps and routines. It's a storage center for unprocessed emotions, chronic stress, and even suppressed memories. So you might think you're just training your muscles, but your nervous system is having an entirely different conversation. When you're stressed or triggered, especially by things like grief, betrayal, workplace conflict, or relationship trauma, your body will hold on to the emotion until it's acknowledged and released. And so that's why people cry mid-run, or why others feel tightness in their chest during strength training, or why your mind drifts to a painful memory in the middle of a yoga session. It's not random, it's your body speaking. Okay, so let's get a little bit specific, because different emotional patterns tend to show up in different ways when we move. Anger often fuels explosive or high impact workouts. Grief may make your body feel heavier, slower, or harder to push, which is probably why you don't feel like working out when you're grieving. Anxiety, on the other hand, can lead to restlessness, overtraining, hopping between programs, or an inability to slow down. Shame may make you feel like you're punishing your body instead of working with it. Now, have you ever noticed yourself collapsing after a long run or tensing up during stretching? Those aren't just physical responses, they're emotional cues. And if we don't learn to listen, we repeat the same cycle: intensity, depletion, and crash. So, how do we shift out of the survival mode workouts and into conscious movements? One to where you can exercise and release that emotional overload. Well, this is something that I often do. Before my workout, I ask myself, what emotions am I feeling? And how can my workout help me move through them? Now, when I'm struggling with grief or feel like crying, I reach for yoga or slow, gentle stretching. If I feel powerless or drained, I do strength training to remind myself of my capability. When I am angry or overwhelmed, kickboxing or HIIT gives that emotion of a safe place to go to touch it out. Now, when I catch myself ruminating over betrayal, disappointment, or failure, I use sweat sessions as a way to process what's stuck and let my body shift my perspective. And if you're into journaling, here's a good journal prompt that can help you. What is my body trying to express or release today, and how can I support that with movement? So by the end of the workout, you will usually feel, or I know I usually feel clearer, lighter, and one step closer to becoming the version of me I'm proud of. So the next time you train, don't just ask if your workout was effective. Ask if it was expressive. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. So give it space to speak. And so when you use movement the right way, when you're going through something emotionally difficult, you can actually use workouts to help bring clarity to you in a situation. Because when you are doing the movements, you are learning things about yourself. If you are feeling weak, like you can't go on, then you can use those strength workouts to help find your strength. And I know there have been plenty of times when I've been exercising, I've been on the treadmill, I've been on the elliptical or Stairmaster, and I am just ruminating about the problems. And usually when I'm ruminating about the problems, I'm trying to see if my viewpoint about the issues that are keeping me out of an emotionally happy state, for keeping me happy, hopeful. I'm trying to see if those emotions are aligning with the same viewpoints that my creator thinks about me. And so this is how I tie the workouts in with my 4-step stress alchemy framework. If you want more information about that, go back to a couple of videos ago to where I discussed that. I don't want to say if you're feeling stuck and you can't move on. I know it's the video with the paper boats on it. So go back to that and you'll know more about my stress alchemy framework. But when you use exercise intentionally, it can help bring clarity to you in other areas of your life, which is why I am such a big advocate for not prioritizing exercise, but prioritizing movement in general, because you may need a different type of workout depending on what you're going through emotionally. And also with that, it helps tie in that mind-body connection. And so when you get the clarity while exercising, it helps. And even just when you're exercising, it's like, I feel weak. But when you're lifting, you're doing those biceps, you're doing those push-ups, you're doing those runs, and you're keeping up and you're doing great, it helps you realize, hey, I'm not as weak as I thought I was. I'm not as far off my goals as I thought I was. And it helps bring hope to you. And there is something called hope molecules that help push us forward in our workouts. So if you have some free time, Google hope molecules. That's a fun read, your homework for today. So yes, if you find yourself still emotionally stuck with your workouts, you're probably not allowing yourself to feel those emotions. Or you're probably not you're feeling the emotions, but you're not allowing yourself to properly address them. Because I know too often in workouts, I know in my water aerobics class, there are ladies who will sit there and completely ignore me unless it's time for the next workout. And they just go and have their own conversation. So sometimes when you are in a group fitness dynamic and you're allowing other people to talk to you, that outside noise can separate you from your intuition, from your creator, because it is people giving you outside noise and outside influence, which may not align with what your higher self is saying. And another thing that's good with exercise is that it will help you reconnect and notice the different sensations in your body, because your Heavenly Father or your creator or the divine, whatever you want to call it, the universe, sends signals that your body can detect before you consciously are aware of it. And the more you build that connection with your intuition, the stronger it is, and the more it comes into it comes out of the blind view. So it's easier to spot. So I hope this helps. If you like this message, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode in my Reclaim Your Rhythm series. And if you need more support, check out my coaching options, as well as my self-paced Mind Body Mastery course, which has more details, which you can find more details about in the description box below. Now, if you want support using movement as a tool for transformation, not just aesthetics, then check out my Stress Alchemy course. It's where I teach you how to navigate hard emotions, reach your body goals, and protect your peace without sacrificing your career success. Okay? Now, doors open Labor Day, which is Monday, September 1st, for my Stress Alchemy coaching program. More links about that are in the description box. So, that's it for now. Until the next time, stay grounded, stay movement, and most of all, stay aware. Take care, y'all.